was out at another community event, and he hit me up, and he was screaming my name, Plummer. And I turned around, and I remembered him, like, right when he came up, I remember him.
Yeah. So that night, I was 24. I remember I said, you know what, I'm going to stop selling drugs. And that's when I went to that transition I was telling you about. Instead of selling like the crack, cocaine, the ounces, I just started cooking for the drug dealers. I started just, all the money that I had saved up to that point, I just started going to college. So Home Street is kind of where everything picked back up.
Yeah. And like you said, where it ended in the end.
When I was in the cell, I was like, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna do everything bigger and better. And I thought like that for probably like a year. And then after that, I just started looking at life a little bit different after I got saved. So after I got saved, I was like, wow, okay. That actually happened was a good thing. Once I realized that you only had a job to do, and you doing your job actually makes me a better person, I started looking at law enforcement totally different. Totally different. Like, they're just there to do their job, and that's it.
I'm glad you expressed on that, because another thing, and I'm not saying we're perfect, man, but I think 9 times out of 10, a lot of people, when they get in trouble, they always want to point the finger.
So if I'm gonna make a conscious effort to be a criminal, law enforcement is designed what? To catch criminals. It's not your fault for catching me. It's my fault for deciding to break the law for you to catch me. So many people outside of you depend on. So it's like me. I was taking care of my whole family all the way down to the cousins.
I played a big part, and I'm blessed to know that I did that. But a lot of people don't have that other component, which is that love component, with someone trying to help you.
Yeah.
And I think that gets lost on us sometimes, because I see this in teachers, I see this in police officers, I see this in nurses, I see this in doctors. When you're surrounded by the same type of individual every day, you get so complacent.
Yeah.
Where you're like, that's just a gangster, or that's a criminal, that's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
At some time and point, that's somebody's little kid, that's someone's baby, that's someone's heart. But luckily, you were able to see that, you changed it, man.
Without your intervention, without you choosing to be the officer that you chose to be, I wouldn't be in this position. I wouldn't have been able to be a good husband to my wife. I wouldn't be able to be a good father to my son. I wouldn't be able to be a better son to my mother.
It's very, it's eye-opening. And our biggest thing is, the reason that I agreed to do this, and I know when you approached me, when you talked about it, I want the community to know that we're all not out here trying to ruin people. We're not out, like, we actually have hearts, and I want that narrative to be stated that if you want change, you can make change. You can do things. And if this reaches someone and they change the way they're living, to know that they don't have to be at odds with us. We don't have to be at odds with them. That's what this is all about, man.
That's what this is all about. That's why when I saw you, I was like, thank you for changing my life. Because if you would have never made that intervention, I never would have became a man.